What's going on? What's going on? 30 days. 30 days live streaming, boys. 30 days. Day 30. We made it. Mama, we made it. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Fuck. Hold on. Shout out to everybody coming back, returning viewers, everybody who've been tuning in for the last 30 days. Thank you. I appreciate it. And we'll see. We'll see, man. I'm not going to lie. I've been kind of tired. You know, I'd be kind of tired. I'm not going to lie, man. But I enjoy coming on here. I enjoy chopping it up. But it's a grind. So I'm only saying that because will I go longer? I'd like to. I'd like to. Hopefully we get some good news tomorrow and maybe I'll get a good excuse to keep going live. But day 30, milestone. Let's see, anybody anybody watching yet? Let's see. Cuz I got an announcement for the returning viewers. Non-MMA related. Let's see. We'll see. Maybe I'll make the announcement towards the end of the stream then, because we don't have enough people in here yet. But, spoiler alert. No kush for me. No kush for me. I put the kush down, boys. I put the kush down. Give me a second. Let me just make sure my door's shut. It was not shut. It was not shut. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like the video and subscribe if you're new, but we'll get into the stream today. We got a lot of hot topics going on. Starting off with Dana White giving an update on Tom Aspinall's eye after that eye poke at UFC 321 from Cyril Gahn, or shall we call that a double eye poke? And you see the quote right here, there's no damage to the eye. This crazy, but hey, we all expected it. So Dana went on Jim Rome's podcast. I don't have the clip, but I got the quote. He goes, we haven't heard anything. We haven't heard that there's anything. He doesn't have a detached retina. There's no damage to the eye. He should heal up soon, and we'll figure when we can make the fight again. So the rematch is happening sooner than later. No damage to the eye. I don't know how much longer Aspinall can go ahead, or how do I say it? I don't know how long Aspinall can delay the return. We've been debating, is he going to come back in 2025? Is he going to come back early 2026? I've been leaning towards 2026, and that's fine. 2026 is fine, but I think December, last UFC pay-per-view of the pay-per-view era, would be amazing to have 3 title fights on that card. But if not, the next best thing is to put these guys on the January card for the first UFC pay-per-view of the Paramount era. And right here, it's already on here. UFC has requested an event permit for January 24 in Las Vegas at T-Mobile. So they can go to T-Mobile, run it at UFC 324 for the first numbered event in the Paramount era. That's what I would like to see. Either this one, so December or January, right? December or January for Aspinall to return. You know the comments are crazy. I want the fight, but also want something fair for both sides, for Aspinall and Gahn, because maybe there is no damage to the eye, but still have to be at 100% to fight with no excuses. So I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. But look, there's nothing wrong with the eye. We can't keep acting like the eye's messed up still. It was an actual eye poke. Tom got poked with his eyes while his eyes were closed, and it wasn't knuckle deep. He was kind of getting pieced up before he found the easy way out. Quitter. Yeah, that's how it goes here. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. And in other Tom Aspinall news, Jon Jones predicted Tom Aspinall. Not predicted, but he reacted to Aspinall's performance against Cyril Gahn. And he thinks that Aspinall is a one-trick pony. Here's the quote. I feel like Tom's a great athlete, but I do feel like he's a one-trick pony. Jones told No Scripts podcast, I believe that his wrestling and jiu-jitsu is incredibly overrated. He has a beautiful 1-2. I got to learn a lot about him. I got to learn a lot about his patterns in his last fight. Beautiful 1-2, that's really about it. He couldn't touch Cyril Gahn at all. I felt like Gahn was just getting warmed up. Yeah. And then there's more to it too. He said something along the lines of... He's a quitter. This one.
Incontest.
Give me a sec. What up, Tom Barry? What up, Tom Barry? I'll read off some of the chats in a second. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about No Kush for me. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Today been fucking tough, bro. Shit been on emotional roller coaster. I be feeling depressed and shit like that, but it's all good, man. I feel like it's part of it. I've been smoking for so long, bro. Maybe it's time to make a change. I don't know. Anyway, let's watch this Jon Jones clip of him calling Aspinall a quitter. On top of him being overrated. So he's a quitter and he's overrated.
Tom, when Tom gets hurt, it's like he's like immediately incapacitated. Immediately.
He shut down.
It's like you poke my eye and then he's like immediately. There's no like.
He never tried to look. It was rag on the eye immediately.
Dude, I would have been the silliest looking.
I have to say though, and I can be a victim of, or I can be guilty of this too, but only with my Buckley interviews I do this, because we have so many and I feel like I'm, you know, a part of the drama, so to speak. So sometimes I'll go in on people, but these interviewers nonstop going after Aspinall. Bro, keep it shut, man. Keep it fucking shut. You guys paid for this interview. You know, I'm watching it right now, so it ain't no hate. It's a good interview, but keep it shut, man. Don't be disrespecting Aspinall. You know, leave that to John. This isn't the first time they disrespected Aspinall in the interview.
Cat on national TV just
trying. He didn't try. He didn't try.
Same thing with Curtis Blaze. When he hurt his knee, there was no limping. There was no trying to get up. It was just like immediately.
Yep.
Burn my village. I can't go on. Like,
he doesn't have the dog in him. Yeah, that killer to be killed.
Immediately quits.
Yeah.
When he got tapped out with an ankle lock, there was no trying to fight his hands. There were no trying to. He immediately quit.
You see the pattern of it.
Immediately.
Yeah. And yeah. I noticed the profile pic change, and then you had some on your horse too, similar.
Yeah.
What's with that?
I'm just having fun.
You having fun with the eye patches?
I'm having fun with it. Yeah. Okay. It's like, you know, he had at it with me. He had a long time coming at me. So it's to keep the fans engaged.
Of course.
Okay. So I do get John's point. I do understand where John's coming from. At the same time, if you tear up your knee, you know, like what good does it do to keep trying to just make it look like you know, want to keep fighting? Like, John finding any way to go after Aspinall. Do I really buy the excuse that Aspinall's a quitter? Like I said, I get where John's coming from, but it doesn't mean I gotta co-sign his thought. You feel me? So low-key, you know, that's pretty much the Tom Aspinall topic. A little bit of news, nothing crazy with Aspinall. But let's read some chats now from Tom Barry. No Kush, now you're going to have a nightmare where you are a furniture mover, moving heavy shit all night long. You're gonna wake up like, fuck, I'm exhausted. Bro, I'm gonna have some type of dream where, like, you know, my bad dream is like, I'm afraid of heights. So my bad dream is when I walk up like fucking like big ass staircases or like go walk across a bridge and shit. That's my type of nightmare, like walking across a bridge. Like having no way to like get around it either. Like there's no alternative route. A one-trick pony that he didn't want that one trick to sleep him out cold with. I could say the same about his eye pokes one-trick pony. Tom lives rent-free in his fucking head, bro. The glaze. He's still talking about Tom and Tom's doing Tom. But Tom's an asshole for trolling with a toy duck. Narcissist and hypocrite amongst other things. Now it's engagement. You know, this is how they do it. They go back and forth. I don't get as angry. You know, I don't get as angry about, oh, he turned down the 30 mil. He should have fought Tom. It's just part of the game, you know? It's part of the game. It's part of the game, boys. Oh, you used to have that dream where I fall out of a tree and wake up shaking when I hit the ground. Yeah, bro, I've had that one too. I never hit the ground, though. Or I'll hit the ground and it's like a soft landing or some shit. But, speaking of Jon Jones, there is another clip, actually. So, Jon admitted he's wrong to Daddy Dana. You know, speaking of Jon Jones, right, and the narcissism and all this stuff, perfect timing. But he wants to tell Dana he's sorry for how he handled the negotiation. It beats me why he handled it that way. It completely beats me. I guess he's just going to say sorry with no explanation. But I would love to just, like, understand why Jon handled the negotiation the way he did. Like, I still don't get, like where he came out net positive. You know, you lost out 30 mil. You're returning without a belt. Was it really just the civil lawsuit or, like, the ongoing investigation with that woman accusing him of, like, abandoning her in a car after crashing? I don't know. You know, charges got dropped. No longer battling that anymore. A lot of people think that's why he retired. I don't know. I do not know. Did you see where Dana said no, he isn't going to be on the White House card? I did see that. I did, and that's probably why Jon's apologizing to him. Obviously. Obviously, that's why he's apologizing to him. But let's go ahead and watch the video.
I think my most immediate goal is to try to be on the White House card.
Okay.
And
you talking to Dana? How's he feeling?
You know, I'm giving Dana his space. You know, Dana has changed my life.
Yes, he
has changed my life. He's changed my children's lives.
Yeah.
And I'm forever grateful to him. Okay. And we had a verbal agreement that didn't go over well. Nothing was finalized. But I do admit guilt. Not guilt, but I was wrong.
You'll make it right at the White House.
The way things went down, I was wrong, and I wish that I could see him face to face and just apologize to him, and so that we can let bygones be bygones and get back to making some major money for the sport, and really entertaining these fans.
He's a businessman, and there's no doubt that you are his favorite fighter of all time.
Here's kind of what I would say about this is at the end of the day, man, yeah, Jon handled it wrong. He's the best to ever do it in MMA, regardless of all the bullshit. He's the best to ever do it. He's the only one who's the best to ever do it, still actively competing. He's obviously getting older. You know, low-key reminded me of, like, Benjamin Button right here. I've been watching this guy since I was, like, fucking 16. I'm 29. You feel me? Like, let the fight go through. Time doesn't last forever. I know people aren't that happy with Jon. But at this point, let the fight go through, man. We're bullshitting around to the point where Jon's not even going to get to fucking, you know, we're not even going to see Jon. I don't want to see Jon at a fraction of himself when he returns. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to see Jon at a fraction of himself when he returns. I'd rather him just, you know, get that White House card, that White House spot or something like that. And let bygones be bygones, bro. I get it. I get all the criticisms. Believe me. I get all the criticisms. But it does get to a point where, like, somebody got to stop playing games. Somebody got to stop getting even. And just look at the reality of the situation. You keep playing games, and we're going to play games until Jon Jones never returns. Now, I know some people are going to be like, fuck Jon Jones. I don't care if he returns. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. If you're on that school of thought, so be it. Would have been the UFC's biggest payday, and his too. He fucked Dana over after Dana covered his ass for years. Now Dana's standing on principle. Sorry, ain't gonna cut it. No, Randy Couture took how many belts and how many weight classes? Randy Couture took 2 belts in 2 weight classes, Tom Barry. But if you think that, and he's also like a multiple time, light heavyweight champion, but no way Randy Couture's resume is in debate with Jon Jones, if that's what you're saying. Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. Tom Barry, I don't care if he ever fights again. He cheats and a lot of his fights are mid. I get it. I know that's coming, bro. I knew it was coming. I sensed it from a mile away. And you know, you're allowed to have that opinion. Jon has pissed off fans on more than one occasion. So I'm gonna let you have that opinion, Tom Barry. I'm not gonna hold you on that. Ben Askren just got back to some wrestling, boys. This is super motivational. You know, even me talking about my minuscule cush quitting problem. I got other problems in life, but you know, none of them are in comparison to what Ben Askren has gone through, is continuing to go through, and is overcoming. So here's his caption, but he returned to wrestling, bro. This is crazy after lung surgery. Rudis sent me a pair of shoes, and I just couldn't help myself. That's amazing that they even sent him shoes. You know, shout out to them for showing him love in general. 4 months ago, I was on my deathbed. 3 months ago, I couldn't stand unassisted. 2 months ago, I was still using a walker. What's your excuse? Tie them up tight and let's get to work. Couldn't be more grateful to be back at it and for all the support the community gave me during such a hard time. Literally, no excuses. No excuses. You got a little, you know, messed up elbow or something like that, go hit the gym. Ben Askren's telling you to. We're not going to play it with sound because there's some audio with it, but this is the clip of him wrestling. He looking good. If you don't know, this man's got a massive scar on his chest from that double lung transplant that he underwent. So the fact that he's able to shoot these takedowns on multiple levels is great because he didn't even have the cardio to do it. And it just means that his chest has healed up. He's not at the risk of infection anymore. So there's a lot of positives seeing him wrestle like that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Shout out to Ben Askren. This deserves 1 million fucking likes. 1 million. 1 million likes is what that deserves. And I see people coming in, so shout out to you guys coming in. You missed the intro, but you know, day 30 of live streaming, that was the goal. On October 7th was the first live stream of the 30 days, and it's now November 6th. Day 30. We made it, boys. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. Like the video if you haven't already for the extra special episode today. So let's see what else is in the news. I think Antonio Brown. We might as well look up an article about this. But yeah, Antonio Brown, if you guys remember, he was at Aiden Ross's boxing event earlier this year. And he had a pistol. He was running. He got in an altercation. So let me go chronologically. He got in an altercation. Then next thing you know, you see him running with a pistol in hand. He gets out of the camera frame. Shots fired. Shots fired. He comes back into the camera frame, ends up on Aiden Ross's stream that same night, telling the story and shit like that. So that was this situation that he's been arrested for, and he essentially got extradited from somewhere. So we'll read the whole thing, but headline is ex-NFL star Antonio Brown arrested on attempted murder charge in Miami shooting. Yes, it was on video too. Maybe we could watch the video. Former NFL star Antonio Brown has been arrested on an attempted murder charge stemming from a shooting after a celebrity boxing event in Miami, police confirmed Thursday. Brown, 37, was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals in Dubai, said Miami police spokesman Mike Vega. He was flown to Essex County, New Jersey, where he is being held pending extradition to Miami, Vega said. It was unclear why Brown was taken to New Jersey first or how long he had been in Dubai, although he has posted several times on social media over the past few months from there. According to an arrest warrant detailing the May 16th shooting, Brown is accused of grabbing a handgun from a security staffer after the boxing match and firing 2 shots at a man he had gotten into a fistfight with earlier. The victim, Kwame Nantabu, told investigators one of the bullets grazed his neck. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it grazed his fucking neck. You're kidding me. I didn't know that. That's new information. It was unclear from the court documents whether Brown has an attorney. It was also not immediately known when Brown might be returned to Miami. A second-degree attempted murder charge carries a maximum 15-year prison sentence and up to a $10,000 fine in the event of a conviction. You know, MMA fighting usually posts like police reports and stuff, so let me just see if there's more info on MMA fighting. I'm going to just read this in silence real quick. So this happened on June 11th. So it was only a few months ago. Yeah, about 6 months ago. Police were dispatched to an influencer boxing event being promoted by Aiden Ross. After shots were fired in the area, officers encountered Brown at the scene after he had already been held by Florida Highway Patrol officers. Okay, so one of the officers said that he was approached by several patrons after they heard gunshots outside the arena. After going outside, the police found Brown involved in a physical altercation with another person. Authorities shouted for both men to stop at that point. Brown reportedly began walking towards the parking lot. Police were told by several bystanders that Brown was the shooter and he was armed, but when he was later detained, there was no firearm on him. Police then recovered 2 shell casings and an empty firearm holster, but no victim was identified at the time, so Brown was released from the scene. Through surveillance footage, police stated that Brown was seen on video during an altercation with another person, later identified as that man I just named, Nantambu. Police stated that Brown was seen punching Nantambu, and then several other people jumped in to attack him as well. A security guard intervened to break up the fight, and Brown allegedly grabbed a gun away from him and was seen running in the same direction as Nantambu. But key word here, where is it? So it goes, police were told by several bystanders that Brown was the shooter and he was armed, but when he was later detained, there was no firearm on him. So he got detained, but he had no firearm on him. Gosh dang it, bro. Why do I keep fucking up? And this is AB. Shout out AB, man. Shout out AB. He was wilding with that fucking gun charge, though. I can't even lie about that. Like, bro, keep your cool, man. You pursued this dude. This dude was out of the frame of the camera, long gone, and you went after and pursued him. You should have just let it be. You know, the scuffle was over with. You ran him down, bro. You walked him down. It's crazy. You can't be doing shit like that. Cannot be doing shit like that. You see this bookmark right here, boys? This is a good bookmark. I had to bookmark it. Shout out Blueface. I just want to read this shit to you. Everybody want to hold you up when nobody... Or let me say this shit again, bro. It needs to be said right. Everybody want to hold you down when you up, but nobody want to hold you up when you down. Always remember this, boys. Always remember this. And this is talking about the ladies. You know, obviously we're talking about women here. Damn, getting a call from DJ Home or DJ MTK. Give me a second. What up, bro? You're live on the JC solo stream right now. You want me to take you off speaker?
Oh no. Yeah. Okay, you can keep me off speaker. I don't care.
Okay, what's up?
I'm just wondering, like, how is this dude Harry finding out all this information before other people?
Oh, I guess he has so what he told me from the phone conversation was he basically used to work for like PFL and shit. And so he has connections with like fighters and like some
He has some sources.
yeah, like people who work inside the organization of PFL. He knows them personally. And I think he does matchmaking now. So he has like fighters' contact information.
Okay.
But he seems to be wrong about Factory X being investigated by the FBI. So he is reporting some fake news, it seems like. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's a fine line, right? The minute you get caught wrong, if you start like it looks like you're clout chasing, you ruined yourself. But I don't know the guy, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I mean that's one of the biggest things I've seen so far today. Are you talking about the Factory X thing? Because they issued a statement.
Well, I mean, there's been multiple things. I just see like he's trying to lead that charge, which hey, do you right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, that can bite you in the ass, like if you're getting a little too thirsty.
Yeah, and it's his first time kind of getting some exposure, so maybe he could be getting, hyped up on it.
Right.
But it's one of those things you got to have 100% success rate. You can't be like not, because then that's some crazy Kev shit, right? Like we got to go on some. You feel me?
Yeah, no, exactly. And then like too, I think arguing with what's his name, Herzog.
I know. That's the other thing.
It's the wrong way to do it, in my eyes, anyway. In my eyes.
No, because I also saw today, speaking of Herzog, he's accusing Herzog, right, of getting fights, or saying Herzog's being investigated. Then Herzog just posted a DM he sent to him saying, hey, you have 24 hours to retract that statement because I just got confirmation ain't nobody investigating me. So that's two fucking things today he's been accused of for being wrong.
Yeah, there's that thread, right? You pull that thread a little bit.
Yeah, the whole house gonna start coming down in a second here.
Yeah, but you're doing too much. Like when you could have just had that one post and be like, oh, I was the guy.
Yeah, and also what I get garnered from that interview I did with him a little bit. You could watch it. It's up on the channel if you're curious about him.
A little bit earlier.
Yeah, but like he when I was asking about the tweets he was making, he makes them seem super super sensationalized on the tweet, but when I was asking about it, he was downplaying them. Like he's online being like, Onama was one of the people who was flagged by suspicious like betting and stuff, and then he's like, but it means nothing. So it's like, then why are you telling people that if it means nothing? Like you're making Onama look bad, and then you're just saying, but it means nothing.
Yeah.
So
We'll see how this plays out.
we'll see.
Hey, we're just report on what we're seeing.
Yeah, he says 16 milli was placed on that Bulgarian fight.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy work.
So that hasn't been confirmed either.
He's the person. He's the source. Nobody's denied it. Maybe we could see if Ariel wants to confirm that one. But 16 million is the number.
Interesting. This is interesting, to see real time. We know Perry Plant is going to give you guys the real shit.
That's right. 100%.
We're gathering all the information. We're going to present it to you, see what's in front of us,
We don't belong to any side. All we want to know is the truth.
Right.
All right, brother. What you up to?
Tyler wants to know the truth. Oh, bro, I'll give you guys some great news today. So your boy MTK, we locked down the new studio.
Let's go.
And I was a little nervous because at first he told me, hey, we want to do it for 1,000, and so I got my business plan. I was like, hey, I think we could do it. Let's do 1,000. We'll kind of split it down the middle. I go there, it's like, hey, no, it's gonna be 1,500. I'm like, fuck.
Oh hell yeah. Oh wait, that's bad, right? Because you got to pay that.
Yeah, but he was like, we went from 1,000 to 1,500. So I'm like, fuck. And I tell my business partner, I was like, hey, let's just play it cool. Let's just give it like 24, 48 hours. Like, you know, let's just play it out. Let's see how this plays out, and we'll negotiate with them. And so today I jumped on the call with him. I was a little nervous too, because I was like, maybe he's just gonna stick to his guns to 1,500. I was like, listen, you know, we talked to a couple people. You know, we did our due diligence. You know, we also looked at some other spaces. You know, they're coming in. Someone came at 1,000. Another person came at 1,200. I really want to work with you. Can we meet in the middle? And he kind of paused, dude. He's all like, well, can you guys do a 6-month lease? I was like, yeah, we'll do a 6-month lease. Like, all right, let's do a deal. I'll meet you in the middle at 1,250. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Oh hell yeah! So he locked you guys in for 6 months, and then he accepted.
Yeah, and he was super cool too, because he was like, hey, you look at, we both win. I was like, no, you're right, dude. Like, you know, we met in the middle, and that's how good business is done.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody, both people lose a little bit.
Right.
That's a sign of a good negotiation.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, bro. Thanks for the call.
All right.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Peace out. All right, that's MTK. My boy MTK on the Wednesday show. He's just wondering about Harry Mack now. You know, Harry Mack been accused a couple times. I should provide some context. What up, everybody in the chat, by the way? Everybody watching. What's up, John Dong? What up, homie? I haven't seen you in the chat before. What's going on, bro? I was just about to say, start dropping some comments in the chat, boys. You boys are lagging. This is day 30 of the live stream. This is a party. Today's a party. Today's a celebration. Anyway, speaking on Harry Mack, there's been two things. I mean, did Herzog turn it down? 30-day live stream respect. Shout out MTK. Thank you, MTK, for the love. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. If you're not useful, you're useless. Some guy in jail told me that when I was falsely arrested, and this woman I was seeing wouldn't even take my paid calls in jail. Tom Barry, that's the dirtiest, grimiest shit I might have ever heard. I hope you didn't stay with her when you got out, Tom Barry. Who would prime Dillashaw? Who would win, Prime Dillashaw or Sean O'Malley? Oh boy. Prime Dillashaw, hard to beat. Shout out DJ MTK, my co-host on the Wednesday podcast. We had a good show on Wednesday, so tap into that after the stream. Also tap into the MMA homies on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Shout out to the family. Tom Barry says, nah, yeah, hell nah. You knew better. You saw those tweets from Blueface, Tom Barry? Blueface was saying, like, his girl couldn't even put his money on his books that he was basically giving to her. I don't know how true it is, but I saw she's claiming that he wasn't giving her shit for money, and she had to go get like a 9-to-5. She forever for these streets. Man, Tom Barry. We're going to get into some shit like this a little bit later. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Women are crazy, bro. Women are crazy. What can we say? You know, what can we say? Can't live with them? This is what you say. You can't live with them. You can't live without them, bro. That's just how it fucking works. And this might sound crazy to say, but I kind of low-key wonder, like, how the fuck is Dana still with his same, like, Dana gotta be getting it on the side, bro. He gotta be. Tom out here dating Krishan Rock. Hey, Krishan Rock over here with, like, two fucking boyfriends. After, I gotta say this. After a clip surfaced of Krishan kissing Blueface on his back in the studio, Krishan's current boyfriend posts on her story her sucking his fucking toes. It couldn't get any more toxic. That's gotta be the most toxic relationship on the internet. Bro, where is Jason Herzog talking about this DM? I can't find it anywhere. It gotta be on Harry Mack's Twitter account. If you owe restitution, they take the commissary people put on your books. I got you. But I think Blueface's girl wasn't putting commissary on his books. I think Harry Mack posted the screenshot of the DM. My bad for taking a minute trying to get this up. Harry Mack did. So Harry Mack posted DM from Herzog. Blueface was wild today on Twitter. Bro, MTK, Blueface and his girl, like, and his girls, collectively, like, 10 million views. That shit's crazy. Even Jade and Alexis getting, like, 1.5 million and counting. They know how to beef on the internet. I low-key admire it. I need to get some of that motion, you feel me? Me and Thembo were beefing a little bit, but I need some of that motion right there. Like 1 million fucking views on my beef. That's some good shit. Is that the one with the vegetable baby? God damn, Tom Barry. Yeah, it is. Well, I don't know about the vegetable baby, but I did see, speaking of that, I did see the kid was a little bit, you know, both eyes going different directions. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just telling you what I saw. In fact, see the stream going off track right now. We can't even read these Jason Herzog DMs right now because I'm so invested in this Blueface beef. But on other news with Blueface, related to combat sports, Aaron the Plumber, aka Joaquin Buckley's clone, Joaquin Buckley II, he called out Blueface to a boxing match. I'm all for that shit. Blueface versus Aaron the Plumber. I mean, how long we gotta wait for that? Till contracts are signed. I'm pulling up Blueface's baby right now because they posted the baby on a screenshot. It's actually low-key a little bit crazy. Let me try to find it. Maybe they took it down. So these are from today. No, it's the one of... We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. Bro, Blueface been all over this page. Maybe they deleted it. It looks like they got rid of it. They didn't want that up on there. It was a bad picture. It was actually a bad picture. It's on No Jumper. Yeah, I'm on here, but I can't find it. Tell me if you guys see it. Tell me to stop or something. Oh, here it is. See what I mean? Tom Barry, you started this shit. Don't fucking point the finger at me, okay? Tom Barry started this shit. It was this was not me. Or on Say Cheese. I got it right here, MTK. You see it? I ain't trying to hate, but fucking Tom Barry brought this shit up. It wouldn't have even entered my mind. Oh my gosh. Look at this comment. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my gosh. That's rude. That's rude. I'm not even going to laugh at that. Okay, we got MTK with the crying faces. I'm trying to hold this shit in. I'm the one on camera right now. I can't be laughing at this. But anyway. They should have deleted it before birth. Oh my gosh, Tom Barry. Yo, he's seeing in 4D. Oh. Tom Barry, he be seeing what's going on. He be watching his mom and his dad at the same time, Tom Barry. He be watching his mommy and his daddy at the same time. Keeping tabs on both of them. Blueface looks just like SD. What up, Soda Pop? Shout out Soda Pop. Krishan Jr. Oh, so this is the fucking vibe right here. This is the vibe. But anyway. I'm sure it's all on the up and up, MTK. God done curse them for they trifling ways. Hey, I love that. I love that, Tom Barry. Not that God cursed them, but I like the word trifling. That's how they be. That's how they be. You know? That's how they be. Nothing but trouble. Stop. I'm stopping. It's over with. The topic is done with. We're killing the topic. But I see everybody hopping in the chat. Of course you guys hop in the chat. Completely non-MMA related. I personally thought the viewership might have been going down, but we must be peaking right now. Okay, back to the topics. Jason Herzog. Quick context, because I've been on a fucking rant for like 5 minutes. We're discussing this right now because MTK called me like 10 minutes ago asking me about if Harry Mack is getting credible information or not. And I said Harry Mack told me he's getting credible information because he has insiders that he knows that used to work at the PFL. He's a matchmaker for other organizations, like I think LFA and shit like that. So he knows a lot of these guys before they make it to the UFC, right? So he has their contact information. But with all that being said, Harry Mack has been accused twice today of false information. But Harry Mack is also clapping back at Herzog for accusing him of false information. So let's look at this. Harry, your post on November 2nd falsely states federal regulators are auditing my fights and that over 100 UFC bouts are flagged implicating me. The UFC has confirmed directly with the FBI I am not under investigation and my fights are not being audited. You have 48 hours to retract the claim and delete the post. Jason Herzog. See, and then this is where Harry Mack he does fucking like here he's gonna downplay what he said, even though it's like, bro, you're the one who did put Jason Herzog and 100 UFC bouts in the same tweet. Like, don't be, you got to be a little bit better about this, because as soon as you get clapped back on, you're like, no. But he's saying Jason Herzog singing a different tune today and also is apparently borderline illiterate and can't read. So before I fully end my thought on this, let's look at what Harry Mack has to say. Nobody said 100 fights were flagged implicating you. I was told the feds were moving to audit your fights, and that's what I reported. I stand by it. Learn some reading comprehension, dickhead. You think you get to call me all sorts of awful shit and demand a retraction because someone came knocking? Fuck you, man. Have fun with the investigation and reread my report and try again. Well, that's where I'm headed. We're rereading the report right now. Oh, and then he goes, for the record, I have an easy solution. Herzog, feel free to give me a call and we can talk like adults, unless you're scared I'm trans and we'll give you phone aids or something. Well, it's actually, I think, on my Instagram. I want to say this one. So here's the tweet. Federal regulators have flagged over 100 UFC fights this year for abnormal betting patterns, including 2 additional fighters on last night's card. Shit is about to get very ugly. Still working to confirm, but it sounds like the feds are moving to audit Herzog's fights. So, yeah, he's not accusing Herzog. These are 2 different things. He's grouping it in. Obviously, if he just says this one thing right here, the last sentence being like, still working to confirm, but it sounds like feds are moving to audit Herzog's fights. I mean, that could have gone viral itself. I don't know why he had to group them in. Just make your own standalone tweet and say, working to confirm, but it sounds like the feds are moving to audit Herzog's fights. But again, that's not confirmed. It sounds like it. So you're putting it out that it sounds like it, and Herzog just said that wasn't true. So make of that what you will, That's the typical thing I was talking about, where, like, if I were to ask Harry Mack about this, I'm going to be like, hey, so people are auditing Herzog's fights? And he's going to be like, no. I said, it sounds like they're gonna, right? And so why even report it if it sounds like they're gonna? That'll be my thing. But yes, the 100 fights is completely separate from Herzog. The 100 fights has to do with actual bets and fighters and that kind of a thing. But I will say, on these fights that are flagged too, 100 UFC fights flagged for abnormal betting patterns, that could also be because a referee is about to fix the fight in a way. So just to put that out there, the refs haven't really been accused of any cheating, but we're all suspicious. We are all suspicious. So just know that out of 100 UFC fights that have been flagged for abnormal betting patterns, that doesn't just mean the fighters could be compromised. It means everybody could be compromised. Fighters, referees, officials, judges even. Until we find out, you know, nobody's safe. Anybody who can affect the result of a fight should be looked at with a watchful eye. Anybody. And then on top of this one, well, let's go Harry Mack real quick, my bad. So this is the second thing that's been refuted by Harry Mack. I guess the first one, it wasn't fake news about Herzog because he said it might be happening. It was never confirmed, but he just kind of trashed Herzog's name anyway, I'll be real. So Harry goes, breaking update, the FBI has raided Factory X. No arrests at this time, but they've confiscated phones and conducted interviews. Then Factory X responds, and they said, official statement, there is a false report circulating that Factory X has been raided by the FBI following the events of last weekend's UFC event. This is not true. The allegations that our gym had or has any sort of involvement in fight fixing last weekend or ever is both devastating and heartbreaking. This is a family-owned gym that has been in good standing in our community for over 15 years. We unequivocally stand by our innocence and at this point would welcome a visit from the FBI as we have absolutely nothing to hide. We understand and accept it is human nature to form opinions from the outside looking in. Given the available information, we have no doubt the truth will prevail, justice will be served, and our good name will be restored. Until then, we welcome your prayers for our strength and peace. And then Matt goes, when I'm innocent and battling corruption allegations, I always invoke religion and calls for prayer and unity. If we want to get technical, perhaps, raid was the wrong choice of words here, but the FBI conducted interviews and collected cell phone data from Factory X fighters. So again, this isn't cool. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. And I just interviewed Harry Mack, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know, I mean, this shit's not cool. This shit's not cool. You know, and it's gonna sound funny because I'm telling him it's not cool, but it's like, no, it's actually not funny because I'm not even gonna go where I said I was gonna go. I was gonna say I can sensationalize things, right? But I wouldn't even sensationalize something like this. Calling it a raid, that's too much, bro. That's too much. You're trying to get the clicks and attention. I've been there, but you got to do it with stuff that isn't related to this. Like saying that the gym got raided is that's low key crazy, bro. Because then what? I'm gonna come up to him, right? If I were to call him right now and be like, "Yo, Harry Mack, so the gym got raided." Again, he's going to be like, well, it didn't get raided. Fighters were interviewed and, you know, some of their phones were confiscated. So it's like, bro, I'm reading back your words to you and then you're going to tell me that I'm wrong. Like I'm reading back your words. MTK goes, exactly, completely agree. Yeah, that stuff's not cool. We got to keep it a buck, you know. He seems like a nice guy, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. But it's exciting. You know, when you start blowing up on X, it's exciting. I'll say that. Matt X says, Tom quit. Well, it's a 50-50 debate. I personally don't think Tom quit. Fouls work, ass ref, LMAO. Tom Berry's still fucking trolling. I just don't like how he was super disrespectful responding to Jason. Yeah. It's not really a way to communicate, right? But I guess it's because Jason called him a trans. MTK. So Jason might have started it. I don't know. But yeah. Tom catching strays. Tom stays catching strays. And Jon, too. Every time Jon opens his mouth, you turn down 30 million. Every time Tom opens his mouth, you quit. It's just like, these guys are both fucking getting it. Cyril Gahn is going to be the new favorite in about a week. Jones quit before the fight ever happened. Tom Berry. Shout out to Tom Berry. Well, now he's sorry to Daddy Dana. Now he's telling Daddy Dana he's sorry. The stream is coming along. The stream is coming along. We're already an hour deep. 30 million is nothing to John. Maddox, I recognize what you're trying to say, but the thing that you have to realize is 30 million is something to Jon, and Jon Jones has never really got a big payday in the UFC. This was Jon's chance to finally cash out. Because you're saying 30 million is nothing to Jon. Yes, if he already got the big payday, but he's never got a big payday in the UFC. Tom Barry 7 was saying earlier, he always has mid opponents. They don't really sell. What, was Anthony Smith supposed to sell? Maybe Ovince St. Preux? Maybe Dominic Reyes? Like, you tell me who was supposed to sell. Daddy Dana's crazy. Daddy Dana, he got to apologize to Daddy Dana. Come to Papa. But, yeah, Jon, he never really had the opponents to go ahead and make a big fight. Tom Aspinall was finally the one, and he got it in his own way there. Like, Jon was completely in his own way. That's on him. His net worth isn't 8 million, isn't crack. Is it crack you smoke? Yeah, okay. I don't know who he's saying smokes crack, but yeah, Jon isn't that rich. He should be, and that's why it was even more the reason why he should have taken it, because he hasn't made that bag yet. This was finally the opportunity. Now, he got to fight without that bag. He probably lost half that 30 mil. No title, not fighting Aspinall, no 30 mil. Sorry, Daddy Dana. Crazy work, Johnny boy, crazy work. Oh, I've been seeing this one too. Oh, we're going to get into this one, but Aljo's been, this is good. I'm going to tease this. We're going to go into another topic real quick. But Aljo has been, I've been seeing Aljo all over X.
Really,
I guess he's going at it with the trans community. We're going to look into it. But he's been getting a lot of new fans because he's like, he's going in. See, London Stan, I don't know what this shit means, but we're going to look into it. Real quick, and then we'll get into the trans story. But Gervonta Davis's coach is saying that Jake is lying about why they turned down the fight. Obviously, we all know, you know, Tank has been accused of abusing women on several occasions. If you want to go back further, Mike Tyson, right? He did time, right? For that shit. And then Jake Paul cancels the fight and he says, "We champion women on our platform." You know, what's going on? What's going on? What women are you championing by having Mike Tyson, right, as the main event for the Netflix card? And what, Netflix doesn't fuck with women abusers? Okay, but you had Mike Tyson on as the main event. So what is it? People are accusing him of low ticket sales and using Tank's issues as a cop-out to cancel the fight. Now, Tank's team is saying he's scared, but... Oh, they're also saying he couldn't make weight. I saw a clip on Ariel Helwani's podcast today. He interviewed Luda Bella. Luda Bella had the same thing I'm saying. That I'm basically repeating Luda Bella's take, which is that Mike Tyson, you know, on Netflix already did this Gervonta Davis fight, or like was down to do it with the previous allegations, and now because one new one dropped, they're all done with it. So low key crazy, but you can tell me you believe Jake canceled the fight because of the allegations, or do you think he couldn't make weight? You think he was scared? You think ticket sales weren't trending very well? You let me know. Nah, man, Mike Tyson was framed. I'm not even here. I don't even know enough to make a comment, Tom Barry, if I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't know Mike Tyson's charges, right? How legit it was. But what I do know is that regardless if he was framed or not, if you claim to be a promotion that champions women, you wouldn't put Mike Tyson on there, who actually served time for it. That's all I'm saying. Mike Tyson could be innocent. Mike Tyson really has nothing to do with this. This is more of like holding Jake Paul accountable being like, look, bro, you can't just claim it here and not claim it other places. MTK says, read Blueface last 5 tweets, homie. Okay, I'm gonna read those, MTK. I'm gonna read those. We're gonna finish off with that then. So we're gonna do this Aljamain Sterling thing, and then we're gonna do the we're gonna read off some of the beef between Blueface and his girls. John has been fighting for them lawyer fees. Shit. Could be, Miata boy, could be. What year Miata you got, Miata boy? You got the new Miata? Tom gonna need 40 million. Bro, Tom ain't getting 40 milli. Because everyone knows that Tyson was railroaded. I'll look into it, Tom Barry. I will look into it. I will look into it. Let's check out this whole Gold's trans thing. This is new.
Well, first.
Wait a minute. Let me just read the headline. The man who walked into women's locker room at a Los Angeles Gold's gym defends himself, claiming being trans is normal, pointing out that 10 different animal species change genders. Okay. 1991, make 500 horsepower, just got a C5Z. Let's go, Miata boy. My longest homie of my life. He got the new Miata. I think he got like a 2024 Miata. It's on bags and shit. It's all cambered. Should I give my boy a shout out? You want to go look at his Instagram, Miata boy? I'm going to give him a shout out. Miata boy, but don't be leaving the stream after I give you this fucking plug. All right. But, free plug for my homie. I think he's public. Type in Dylan.Croy. Dylan.Croy, Miata. When you want to check out his Miata. That's my homie. I know me and him been friends since like we're in like 3rd grade. But let's get into this trans topic. Why not?
First, I told the people that raised me that this is the way that I was when I was 8 years old, and really I stuffed it down pretty deep, and I began using hormones this year in February, and I actually relinquished that information to her about, you know, name change, and it says female on my ID and hormones, and I mean, I'm registered as a female with the gym, so.
And were you at that moment, because she told us about a couple of different encounters, were you fully clothed at that moment?
Well, she has become aggressive with me on 4 different occasions, actually at different locations in Los Angeles at Gold's Gym. But fully clothed. I believe I was enrobed in a.
I have to say it. I don't even know if he was naked or not. But listen, man. If you still rocking dick and balls, get the fuck out of the women's locker room. You could be on all the hormone blockers. I don't give a fuck. If you rocking dick and balls, get the fuck out of the women's locker room. Now, with that being said, what do we think, boys? Like, is it okay if what would we do if a woman came into the men's locker room? What would we do? To be honest with you, at my gym, a woman did come into our locker room a while ago. I never seen her again. But I didn't say shit. I just walked right past her. Acted like it never happened. And nobody else was batting an eye. But there's definitely a woman in our locker room. I just thought in my head, I was like, oh, she probably claims male. Just like this person.
Towel on one occasion. And this last time I was clothed, the
Towel on is crazy, bro. Towel on is crazy. But he's saying he's clothed good. But still stay out of that fucking locker room.
entire time.
Because you're looking at these women, bro. I don't care if you're not attracted. Those women are uncomfortable as fuck. Just because this was your life choice doesn't mean it was their life choice. And that's what you need to fucking realize. Like, yeah, you chose to do it. Doesn't mean everybody has to be comfortable around you because you chose to do this. Like, they're still fucking thrown off. They don't know your backstory. They don't know shit about you. They don't know your name is Alexis Black. They think you're fucking Alex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I apologize if this is too graphic, but I just think it's important. Have you?
Let's speak truth, baby.
Okay. Have you fully transitioned?
Be clearer when you say that.
You got
Your
dick and
genitalia.
balls? Clearly he does. Clearly he's still got dick and balls. Clearly. What, he's trying to figure it out? Alex. Alexis ain't fooling no one, bro. You added an extra IS on there and you thought it was fucking chill. What the hell is that even? MTK goes, oh boy, TMZ wild for this. Is that TJ Dillashaw? Why are you in every damn bathroom in the country? I know. Be like, sup, girl? That's what I'd be. I'd be like, what up? I'd be like, what's up? She'd run out in fright. Bro, the chick I saw in the locker room, she was like comfortable. Just walking in there. Let this thing change in the janitor closet. It's like, hey, come over here. We got a locker room for you. The pause is crazy work. Oh, this is too good. I'm loving this. Just because a dog is born in a barn, don't make it a fucking horse. Tom Berry, I couldn't have said it any better myself. I could not have said it any better. Wait, for the record, I just got to say this. You know, I got in trouble for this in college, boys. I got in trouble for this in college. This is the stupid ass shit I had to deal with. There was like, you know, the first day of school type shit. You got to meet your classmates or whatever. So the assignment was, or you get assigned a person to basically get to know. And I think it was during COVID times. So it was like online type shit. And I think it was even on the phone, like the Zoom type. So we broke off into Zoom rooms. That's what it was. We broke off into Zoom rooms. I was in a room with this chick, right? I had no clue. About all this shit as far as trans and like non-binary and all that stuff. I didn't know what it was. So the prompt is like, are you male or female? So I was like, are you male or female? And she's like, oh, I'm non-binary. And because I was looking at her fucking picture and I saw her name, I didn't, like, non-binary, I never heard that word before. I never fucking heard it. So I didn't even know, like, I just thought she misspoke. Like, I thought I didn't hear her. And I was like, I didn't really understand what you said, but you gotta say you're a girl, right? Long story short, I did that fucking little thing and I submitted the assignment with the top being like she, her, right? And then referring to her as she throughout the whole thing. Like, I talked to Gabby and she said her favorite hobby is basketball, right? Bro, my teacher emailed me. She told the teacher, like, he's disrespecting me. He's calling me a fucking girl. I told him I'm non-binary. And I got in trouble for that shit. The professor emails me. He says, can you imagine if somebody did that to you? I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to fucking get kicked out of college. Like, what am I supposed to say? I'm just like, yeah, shit, my bad. I'm so sorry. Completely understand. But yeah, that shit happened to me. Crazy work. All right, guys, back to this.
That is a process that requires a quite lengthy work. Like, for instance, I sat in a chair and had hair follicles removed from my face for 2 hours yesterday. And
He's literally trying to answer if he has a dick and balls, and this is what he's fucking saying. College is gay. Bane, college gay as fuck.
Process called electrolysis. In order to have that surgery down there, one must have every single hair done that. In order to do that, it would take like, we'll just say like a year or two to have that done. That's literally not even a possibility with where I am in my transition.
So look, from her.
So you literally just got a girl fucking haircut and threw on makeup and you're still rocking cock and balls. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here. The homie has a GoFundMe because he can't afford the process. This guy's out here like, hey, I still got 2 years, but just bear with me in the meantime. Fuck no. So her real name is Butch. Yes, sir, Miata. Yes, sir.
Her perspective. I'm just wondering if you see her perspective. She's saying that she's looking at you, say, in a towel, and you still have male genitalia, and you know, you may be transitioning, but could you understand her being uncomfortable?
Well, I certainly do not understand it, but I do get the notion of the fear mongering that she's perpetuating. The truth in the moment is far from what she is purporting it to be. Literally every time that she's done that, I've had women in the locker room comforting me because of how aggressive she was towards me.
So she was saying, why don't they have a third bathroom? Especially the gym you're talking about at the Beverly Center. That's been recently built. They had a layout that they could have adjusted, and they could have put a third locker room in. Do you think that would have been appropriate, or do you feel like you are as entitled to use the women's locker room just as Tish is?
You know, that's a great question. I'm glad that she said it, that you have put it on the air. And the answer is that would necessitate two different ones, because some people trans MTF, some people go FTM. And so that's two rooms right there. You're not going to put a trans woman with a trans man just because we're trans. That seems like a whole new envelope of discrimination. But
nah, you guys belong together. You're in the same fucking boat. Put the trans men with women with the trans men. They're both the same shit. You guys are both confused. You guys are both confused. You guys are either both women or both men in that shit anyway, right? Because one of you transitioned and the other one's claiming to be that. Let's finish this and I'll read the chats. I see you boys.
Yeah, it's just like, I feel like this had to happen in order for people to learn about trans. It's like, it's a thing. We're here. We're going anywhere. We've been here for thousands of years. There's like 10 species of animals on Earth that do this too, just by the way, everybody. And
you literally, I gotta take the words out of Soda Pop's fucking mouth. You literally have a mental disorder. Like, you literally are insane. You couldn't even get locked up in jail if you commit a crime.
So, but about the bathroom, am I entitled to it? I know that I'm a woman.
No, you're not.
Should they have built another one to necessitate building this room? People would have to have the level of comfortability within themselves that I do. Not everyone possesses this much self-feminine power. It doesn't happen. Not in this patriarchal system of which we've been living for so long.
Okay.
I'ma say it. I'ma fucking say it. You know what you are? You know what you are? You're a fucking creep. You got nothing your whole fucking life, and you're going into these women's locker rooms. Let me go back a second. You're a fucking creep. You got nothing your whole fucking life. Okay? You lost your mind because you got no fucking motion. You got no fucking puss. Your whole fucking life. You lost your fucking mind over that shit. Right? You never got to see that shit. So this is what you did. This was the solution. Become a girl. Become one of them. Go in the women's locker room and completely creep on them. That's you. That's you. I could sense it from a mile away. Okay? You lost your mind because you got no puss your whole life, and now you're creeping on fucking women in the women's locker rooms, claiming you're a woman because you lost your damn mind. Okay.
Okay. All right. Alexis, we appreciate you joining us.
Alex. It's Alex. It's fucking Alex. The boys. The homie. What I'm hearing is he's not all in. Oh, he's not all in. He's not all in. And he should have waited to start the shit he's started. But, you know, MTK, him not being all in just proves my point. He's just horny. He just wants to look at these women. I'm telling you, he lost his fucking mind, okay? And this is his solution to being able to, like, see women, check out women. I'm telling you, bro, I feel it. I feel that shit in my soul looking at his eyes. That's why I paused it and said that, because I just felt it. I felt it in my gut. Like, you're literally horny, bro. Literal mental issues city. There will be a 30-minute video on this, bud. Oh, no, wait. There will be a 30-minute guru video on this. I wonder, I wonder what the title is going to be. Aljamain Sterling goes scorched earth on the trans community. That's a good title. Hilarious dude is getting off on intimidating women. Shout out Tom Berry. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm fucking saying. Because he never got puss, bro. He has a vendetta against women. I fucking sense that shit. I sense that shit. That's not for every trans out there. I don't just say that, okay? That's not a blanket statement. But I'm saying, looking at that video, seems like you got some anger towards women. Seems like you never got shit your whole life. Seems like you lost your mind. Seems like you're not committed to becoming a woman. Neck vein bulging is fucking crazy, Tom Berry. This guy or Virna John D. Roma? JK. Come on, Soda Pop. Virna John D. Roma all day. My girl Virna all day. Hey, Soda Pop, the real question. Virna Jandy or Raul Rosas Jr.? That's a fucking tongue twister. Must provoke people. Yeah, 100%. We all see it. I'm glad you guys see what I see. Why are we watching this? LOL. Bane, because Aljo has gone scorched earth on the trans community over this. And they're all coming after him. Hey, even Prince Bobby got quote tweeted by Aljamain. Shout out Soda Pop's homie on X. I'm going to assume this is California. Honestly, I don't know, but I think Gold's Gyms are pretty exclusive to California. Who knows? This guy going to the gym kind of inspires me to go. No way this guy can be more built than me. This is the other thing, Soda Pop. It's like, bro, you really think he's gymming it? You really think he's fucking gymming it? That dude ain't, like, bro, that dude don't want to fucking lift. Look at her. Look at him. That dude don't want to fucking lift. Even more my point. He's just going there to fucking rage bait, troll, piss people off. He probably been in 3 different women's bathrooms that same day. Remember when unsolicited exposing yourself to the opposite sex was a crime? Yes, Tom Berry, that happened to my mom when I was a kid, when she was walking our dogs. Some dude with a blue shirt covering his face popped out of the bushes, butt-ass naked, and flashed my mom. And then my mom screamed and called the police. And then that dude was in the newspaper. So you're right, Tom Berry, you're right. He said Virna. I said Virna. I said Virna. Come on now. I ain't never getting with fucking Alex. That shit goes against fucking God himself. Can't imagine what Marab thinks. Marab is like, this is the most unholy shit ever. What up, Tyler Betts? Thanks for joining. I see more people have filled in now, so I'm just going to re-say it one more time. But this is 30 days straight of live streaming. Day 30. It's a celebration. What up, Scott? Welcome to the celebration today. And since I got more people in here now, before we get into the Aljo thing more, I'm going to just let you boys know. I stopped smoking Kush today. No Kush all day. I'm trying to be strong. Trying to get on top of my shit. So no Kush today. That's the big fucking announcement. I feel like it's just, what do I say? Trying to become a new man? I don't know how to say it. I'm not trying to become a new man, but I think I'd be more productive. I think I'd be better at creating content if I kind of get off the Kush a little bit. So I'm trying, boys. What's good, homie podcast? Yeah, show DJ MTK, aka the MMA homie podcast, some love. That's the host on the Wednesday show, boys. That's a host on the Wednesday show. LFG 30 days straight, 100% Scott. Nice, bro. Appreciate it, boys. Appreciate it. Hey, yeah, MTK also 4 months sober. So everybody congratulate MTK. He been sober for a minute. So I got to be strong too. Aljo standing his base. You got to stand your base. Stand your base. LOL saying I decided not to go re-up on dabs today after I ran out. Damn, let's go, Tyler. Let's go. You know what's crazy? I'm one of these guys, like, I got Kush on me right now. But, like, for me, bro, if I don't got Kush and I got to quit, I, like, lose my mind a little bit. Like, I'm keeping that Kush there just in case I need to. But, like, I feel better with it there because it's my choice. You feel me? Like I got kush there and I'm turning that shit down. When it's not there, I feel like I'm missing something. So for me, I'm not going to re-up, but I also haven't even ran out. I just fucking stopped. But that doesn't make me better than you, Tyler Betts. We're in the same boat. So good luck to you, brother. Bro, I be feeling like depressed here and there, and then like it goes away. But like quitting weed ain't no joke, bro. That shit ain't no joke. It's not addicting. It's not addicting, you know? Like I'm good. But like you feel shit. It's hard to explain. But I just keep telling myself, I'm like, bro, like it's just a crutch. You feel me? It's just a crutch. And if you smoke, you're soft. That's what I keep telling myself all day. Like, don't be a bitch, you know? That's good for your brain cells. Yeah. Hey, you know, I've always been a guy like, bro, I've made excuses for smoking kush for my whole fucking life, bro. Since I'm like 16 years old. I've been making excuses my whole life. I think like nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with me. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Life be life into. You know how it goes. Got to get through this point of bud first, though. All right, Tyler. So after you get through that kush, then you can stop. I'm not sure that's what you said, but Soda Pop says that's good. I've never done that before. Soda Pop, good for you. No kush is a dub. I'm about to start having some dreams now. I know, Tyler, I know. Do I believe MMA Joey lifts every day? Fuck no, bro. Fuck no. Fuck no. Are you kidding me? I lift every day. But I'm on Alki, like for real though. Yes, DJ MTK is for real. Alki. But MTK, you like me, bro. Right? You went to AA and shit like that, but you were still just being like, oh, I could casually do it, making the excuse. Then you went cold turkey. I've been like you for a long time, MTK, making excuses and shit. So that's why I'm proud of MTK. MMA Joy never been to the gym, LOL? Yeah, never. I think Alexis is probably bigger than MMA Joey. MMA Doey. Yo, bro, Buck got like 4 tats. What, he got some new tats, Soda Pop? Scott, how old are you? I'm 29. I'm 29, Scott. I turned 29 in July. What's funny is I was listening to the Logan Paul, Ashton Hall interview today. And Logan Paul just turned 30. Or he didn't just turn 30, but that's what he says. He's like, I just turned 30. And then his host looked at him. He's like, bro, you turned 30 in fucking March. Like, you can't say that 6 months ago is just. First, Aljo Standing is base. Next, Anshul Juby title run. Next, King of Trash Mountain. Bro, Anshul Jubilee gets so much crazy, like, shout-outs just for his losses. The ritual is more addictive than the chemicals. Tom Barry, you might be right, bro. I be having a kush ritual. Smoke before bed. Smoke after I take a shit in the morning. Smoke before the gym. I didn't smoke before the gym today, bro. Smoke after I fucking edit a video. Oh, man. I be smoking all the fucking time. I'm telling you. I went to court ordered AA and this guy said his sons were dead and I felt bad. Then he said they were dead to him because they gave him an intervention. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. He had to clarify that shit. They might as well be dead. They might as well be fucking dead. Pops didn't want an intervention. That's a good age. Hell yeah, Scott. I'd be tripping about turning 30 though. I look way younger, Mark. That's funny. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like to hear that at least. Because I'm tripping about getting older. Rolling up was a ritual I loved. You know, MTK, I love to roll up blunts. I love to roll up blunts. Smoking blunts with the homies. You know, my thing I'm considering right now is like, should I like smoke before bed and shit like that? I'm conflicted. The jury is still out for today as far as if I'm going to smoke before bed, but I'm going to try to be strong. I think if I can make it all day and smoke before bed, that would be okay, but I'm going to try to be better than that. Okay, I'm going to read the blue face tweets. All right, sorry, MTK. I'm going to read the blue face tweets, but let's just scroll through this Sterling thing real quick and just see if there's anything worth reading, or we'll hop off this. I'm trying to find the fucking origin of this tweet. Okay. Thank you, Miata. I need that, Miata. That's why I said that shit. Because, bro, it's fucking weakness, bro. Your brain be playing tricks on you when you fucking off the kush. I'm coping right now. That's what it is, Miata. I'm coping. I'm being like, I made it all day. I could do it at the end. I'm aware of that's what's going on. My best advice is to quit cold turkey. Nah, I feel you, boys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Especially all you guys are talking about my dreams and shit. I guess I got a dream tonight. Real quick, it doesn't look like Aljo was too much on the whole trans thing, but I don't know what this means. I read this shit and I don't know what it means. If somebody can explain it, I would appreciate it. It got like 600,000 views. You saw all the responses. But it says, London Stan, please meet New York Stan. It seems people aren't paying attention to what's going on, and I literally barely pay attention to what's going on, and I can see this coming from miles away. So I don't know what the fuck that means. I got no fucking clue. But everybody else in the world seems to, besides me. Okay, we're going to Blueface. Shout out Scott, 34. Hell yeah. Still young, brother. Still young. Let's go Blueface. Hey, MTK, I read this tweet out earlier. I don't know if you saw me read this out, MTK. But I read this in the beginning of the stream because it was too good. Let me say it again. Everybody want to hold you down when you up, but nobody want to hold you up when you down. When you down, bro, everybody tells you you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You know, that's the problem. That's the problem. And then as soon as you make it, I always knew you'd make it. I always knew it. I always believed in you. I always knew you'd make it one day. While they left you high and dry, low-key preying on your downfall that you never turned out better than them. Always remember this. You know, Ilya Topuria said something similar. He said, my problem was I wanted to take people to the top who didn't want to see me succeed. That's another thing. It's hard to see people grow past you in life. It's hard. And that's why a lot of people, when you're down, they don't want to pick you up. They don't want to, you know, they hope that you keep failing. They hope that you never make it. And so when people show you love when you're up and they didn't show you love when you're down, you already know what it is. We call that fake love. We call that fake love. Okay, so let's get into some of these Blueface tweets, but let me read some of the chats. Soda Pop says he thinks it's about the new mayor. So, FTK goes, you went from I'm gonna stay sober today to I might blaze before I go to sleep. Bro, I know, MTK, I know, because this shit's fucking hard, bro. I'm telling you. I'm just wearing my heart on my sleeve right now. I'm letting you boys know it. Who else I got to talk to? Who else I'm gonna fucking vent to this shit about? So, at least I'm getting it off my chest, or else I'm gonna be fucking contemplating that shit by myself. And nobody's gonna tell me not to once this stream ends. So I had to fucking bring it to you guys. Yeah, Soda Pop, you from New York, so you probably know know something. I guess it's related to the mayor. Smoke 6 hours or less before bed. Okay, got you, Tom Berry. Yeah, I know that one, Tom Berry. Because the kush eventually wears off. That's why, like, you be dreaming sometimes, more so in the morning, you know? I don't keep up with politics, but what I do know is the guy is upping minimum wage to like $30 and it's going to ruin small businesses. Ah, I see. $30 is fucking crazy. I think in California it's like $15. I don't know, bro. I live in Kentucky. We do and have these problems, so I don't know what Aljo talking about. Got you, Miata. Blueface out here preaching. Yeah, that was some hot fire he spit. I think he was talking about Patty there and his feelings. Not gonna lie, Ilya looks like the main character in the movie Flushed. I'd never seen Flushed. Jacob later tonight, like with the shades on. Hey, MTK, I'm not gonna, MTK. I'ma stay strong. The hardest part, that's the hardest part though. The hardest part is not smoking before bed, bro. That gotta be the hardest part, at least for me. Cause bro, I will be up all fucking night. That's what I wanted to say to you guys. Bro, I feel like I got crazy, like that's one of the reasons why I always smoke. Cause I got like, man, I got crazy energy when I'm sober. I think you guys see it sometimes on the stream, you know, because I try to be sober on the stream, but the crazy energy, I might stay up late as fuck, but I think the crazy energy will also translate to more productivity in my work. So that's what I'm hoping for. Get on the movie grind. It helps with all addiction. Okay, Soda Pop, okay. I'm going to get on a movie grind. Replace one addiction with another one. Scott, yeah, I know. Hey, Scott, what if you quit 2 addictions at the same time? What if I'm quitting 2 at the same time, Scott? You just gotta do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Flushed away, Remy the Rat. I watch a movie a day, keeps my brain going, tunes me out from everything else. I'll try it out, Soda Pop. You know what's funny is my homie Dylan, who I was talking about on the stream a second ago, he watches like a movie every day, and he quit smoking weed a couple years ago from like anxiety attacks. What up, Brandy? What up, Brandy? Hey, just to take a moment, everybody that's in here, like the stream, please. Thank you, boys. I appreciate it. What happened to Whiplash? Soda Pop, tonight might be the night, bro. Since I'm up all night tonight might be the night. Gambling addiction next. You know, I used to be addicted to gambling, sports betting, and poker. I used to be addicted, but I don't do either anymore. I got addictive personality. Super addictive. Tyler gets that shit. To be honest, Tyler, that shit went over my head. Tremors was a good movie. Just watched it for the first time. Okay. Yeah, drop the recommendations in the chat. Drop the recommendations for movies in the chat. We always love a good movie fucking recommendation. Okay. I'll chop it up with the chat after I read this Blueface thing, because I think you guys are gonna like this. This is not fucking MMA related at all, but we're gonna like this. We're gonna enjoy it. So Blueface just got out of jail, and he been fucking beefing with his baby mamas. And it turns out these girls didn't hold him down while he was in jail, and so he's speaking on it. So this is what he said. I got out thinking I had a girlfriend, Angela, locked in, but I guess nothing is ever really locked in. So now I'm back on the prowl for some serious hang on, he doesn't use proper grammar. So now I'm back on the prowl for some serious. Both of my BMs left me in prison, stranded for dead. If I wasn't out today, they'd still be fagging off. They will never get the chance to do that again. Don't let them run you off, ladies. When you do time, you will never forget who left you there. If either of them think they could ever get back with me under one roof, they high off dick and balls. They high off Alexis's dick and balls. Or should I say Alex's? Everybody want to hold you down. We already read that one. Then he goes, I don't care about any D and puss activities. That's not holding it down. Holding it down is making sure your dude incarcerated has the max he can go to store on his books. Once you put whatever you got going over that, that's officially when you become a cigarette. In my eyes, it literally costs $300 a month to go to the store, gang bitch. No, it literally costs $300 a month to go to the store, gang. Bitch can't do that just off the strength you can't eat at my table no more. Crazy work. Crazy work. The last tweet made my stomach hurt all over again, gang. $300 a month. I thought it was for show good for that at least. Or I thought I was for sure good for that at least. So Blueface wasn't even getting $300 put on his books, which I think is like the max in prison. And then he goes, Krishan looked out for me more than Jaden, though, just to keep it all the way 100. That's why halfway respect her. That's why halfway respect her. Got probably a good 7-8 months out of her, and I appreciate that. But Jaden effed off first week. So Krishan left Blueface for dead 8 years into his 2-year prison sentence. So he kind of fucks with her for that. I remember one day I ran out of store, obviously eating heavy to gain, so I got a $25 candy bag, which cost $50 in jail currency. So I called Jaden. I said, hey, can you send this $50 cash app for me? She said, I can't. I need it for gas. I haven't spoken with her since Dead Homies. On the Dead Homies, he hasn't spoke to her since. When I turned myself in, I gave Jaden $90K, told her to sit still. She decided to do other things. That's fine, though. Obviously, the money ran out, so she said she needed some ASAP. I called Lemmy, told him give $125K for the season off my relationship with the network. She was supposed to give me $30K off that and kept it to herself. So she didn't even... $30K of the $125K was supposed to go on Blueface's books. She kept the whole $125K. He alleges. She posted some from 2024. It's 2026 gang added up. So I think she clapped back. If I gave you $90K, dumbass, all you did was send me my own damn money. You would have been better off apologizing. Thanks for letting me know. You feel no remorse. Makes me more sure of myself. You thought that shit was straight. Over. So Jade and Alexis. We're just going to finish it off with Jade and Alexis. Well, actually, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to look at Jade and Alexis, and then we're going to look at Blueface and Krishan in the booth, where Krishan thinks that like she got back with Blueface, but Blueface ain't fucking with her. Blueface just trying to piss off her current boyfriend by having her kick it with him, which is a dub. That's a dub. Had to feed the gang for protection. Okay, let's read this. This isn't super related, but I'll give you guys context. Because I don't know if you guys are keeping up with this. But basically, Blueface and Krishan Rock took his kids to the arcade. One of his kids belongs to this girl, Jade and Alexis. Okay? So Jade and Alexis, we're going to watch the clip on No Jumper. But Jade and Alexis went live and was like, hey, I didn't approve my kid to go to the arcade with that crazy bitch. So I'm coming to pick up my kid. And so that's why she's tweeting about this. And she goes, Krishan, I know you're coming down and now want to process things like 3 days later, but thank you for putting a threat in writing. I never asked him or nobody for money the entire time he'd been gone. Please show me a message where I did. You still asking to stay on people's couch. Yo, kid using toys and furniture I bought over there after all this time. Me and him haven't spoke before or after he got out. I know you want me to be bitter because in your heart you envious that you got to bark at the door to be let in and God opens doors for me. I would be mad too. That might explain why you was trying to put my kids on live more than you posted your own kid. Envy. Bitter would have been me saying they couldn't go at all. I came and got my kids because an incompetent person was around without my consent or presence. But what or how I parent should never be your main concern when you should be taking notes. Ooh, she fucking cooked her if I ever fucking read a cooking. If I ever read a cooking. Jade and Alexis is the top baby mama between herself and Krishan, if anybody pays attention. And then, who knows how to like read all these receipts, but she's basically saying she didn't fuck over Blueface. She sent him money. And then, what up, Dylan? What up, Dylan? Glad to see you in the chat. This is the main other tweet though that she put. You saw the other tweet was 2.2 million. This 1.3 million. So this shit's going off. He left me with 40K, a 10K rent, and $2,100 car note. Told me not to work and sit at home, even though I left his ass in December 2023. He told me rent was covered for 6 months. His original time. His original time meaning his original sentence was 6 months. And 4 months in, he said, "You're gonna have to start paying rent. I actually only paid 4 months. No problem. I did that, and he gets caught with contraband, turned 6 months into 2 years. So I kept working. Then March 2025, find out behind my back, he was effing one of my friends and one of his close friends' baby mamas. So yeah, MF, it's fuck you. I ain't asked you for nothing while you was in there, and ain't asked you for shit now. Put down the pipe, because the only one smoked out is y'all." Oh my, bro. I don't fucking know. But I just gotta clap it up for this girl, Jaden, bro. I gotta clap it up for this chick. If she held it down for her kids while Blueface was in jail, went and got a fucking full-time job to help pay the rent because Blueface wasn't bringing in money, I'm gonna respect it at the end of the day. I'm gonna respect it. Call me crazy. So yeah, that's this whole situation. Oh, she goes, "Sorry you couldn't get your M&Ms. I was buying Happy Meals." N-word crying over chocolate and nuts. Shit weird. Get over here. Shit weird over here. You gotta bark to get that weekly store. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody, she reposted this. Jaden Alexis really got her baby daddy acting like her baby mama. That's wild. That's wild. All right, boys. Now we can read the chats. Now we can read the chats. Let me put it up here. Castro, I want to just let you know, I don't care if you like it, but you gotta respect his crippin'. I respect his crippin'. I respect Blueface's crippin', Dylan. I respect it. I have a question. When you DM SD, how do you understand what he's saying? LOL. I'm being serious. I can't understand 90% of his tweets. Oh, Soda Pop, that's too good. SD only sends me like 2 words. Like he only sends me like one word responses. Like bet. Like yee. Like, it ain't nothing crazy from SD. But I asked him. In our last interview, I asked SD about his tweets. And he's like, I'm the Da Vinci Code. Did you guys see today, though? Did you see this? Look, I'm going to show you guys SD. SD's low-key hilarious, bro. You guys can hate him all you want. But I don't even care. Like, this guy's fucking funny. Without even trying. Look, he goes, let's go to the replies. Oh, so shout out to Rob Nakamura. I mean, he's kind of an asshole, this guy. But anyway, he goes, so SD goes, my entire career I've been kissing somebody's ass to keep them happy, and it cost me my last 4 fights because they want me to be less than them, or want me to lose and always have feelings that my opponent was going to win, no faith in me at all, but what to be there anyway, by me. Bro, he cannot spell want right at least once. That's got to be intentional. In fact, SD told me it's intentional. SD said he does this for engagement. I'm going to just tell you guys. He told me he does this for engagement. Because, look at it. It got me to come back to it. And then Rob goes, if anyone can read this, please translate for me. Thanks. He goes, I got you, my friend. This is the Da Vinci Code way, basically. Oh, no. Again, he's spelling so bad. He goes, I'll translate it for SD. He goes, this is the Da Vinci Code. What basically I'm saying, I was being loyal to somebody for no reason I had no business being loyal to, because they've been costing me for my last fights, and I need to excel to be the best and not look like trash. I understood it. Now I'm get on here and say something, all this DV and ETC going on. I'm a man, but I'm not that man. People trying to paint. I deal with this BS all day. Yes, it what a rep, but A. Alua, know me, so that who know what I've been fighting. Oh. This guy's insane, bro. He gotta stop with this shit. He gotta stop with this shit. Oh, I can tell you guys can't see it. All right, let's read the chats. Let's read the chats. I want to get into the chats. $150 on a scratcher the other day. Congrats, Tyler. Hell yeah. He spilled all the tea. Yeah, he did. Soda Pop saying Blueface types like SD. Comments on this post are crazy work. I'm sure they are. I just buy them occasionally when I go to Winco. I never won on a scratcher, really, Tyler. I never really won on a scratcher. On the dead homies, bro. You put it on the dead homies, he fucking means it. I just buy the, or no. Bro was getting extorted in there, LOL. Give your cocktail fruit. He low-key did get extorted, didn't he, Tom Berry? Jaden Alexis kept 125K and didn't send him the 30. That's crazy. We gotta leave Blueface in 2018 with NLE Choppa. Honestly, we could leave NLE Choppa in 2018, but Blueface, he's too funny to be left behind. I personally like the Blueface news. But why not have your family members help you out? If you're trusting random females, that's your own fault. I think him and his mom got issues, Mark, if I'm guessing. Blueface and his mom. Perry Punch meets No Jumper reaction show tonight. We're crossing over, MTK. We're doing hip-hop tonight. Keep in mind, Blueface just got out 48 hours ago. LMAO. I know, and he's just destroying headlines. Dominating the news cycle. Blueface type how he fights sloppy and uneducated from Randy. Hey, Randy, you want to see Blueface versus Aaron the Plumber, though? What do you think about that? Blueface versus Aaron the Plumber. Bro, I'm all for that shit. Prayers up for these rappers, kids. I know, Dylan. I know. True, Dylan. Not gonna lie, I forgot about Blueface. Bro, he's been locked up for years. There needs to be an app like Google Translate, but instead it translates hood slang and thug sentences. Shout out Dylan. I'm gonna keep it 55th on 55th. On 55th Street. Shout out Crip Mac. Tom Berry knows. Tom Berry fucking tapped in. Let's go. 55th Street, MTK says. It's hard because he doesn't throw punctuation in there. No punctuation, Soda Pop, and misspelled sentences. Like, misspelled words over and over and over again. Like, to the point where you can't even look at the other one and be like, oh, this is what he meant. He just misspelled it on this one. Literally spells want wrong 3 times in the same fucking post. SDCTE new name. Oh my god, that's all right, Miata. I'll give it to you. That's clever. And they're getting straved out like how Pooh Shiesty found out that the warden is as shiesty as it gets. Bro, I hope Blueface didn't get dogged out. You guys think Blueface got peanut buttered in there or no? And if you don't know what peanut buttering is, just go ahead and ask me. And I'll tell you. Just hopped in. Hope your channel continues to grow. Gotta respect the grind. Thank you, Lee. Appreciate it, Lee. I'm not sure if you're subscribed, but subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate the support and the love. Yeah, we gonna keep grinding, bro. We gonna keep grinding. There ain't no stopping. I'd rather die than stop. That's how it is. SD Dumas versus Blueface, let's go. Diddy got him. I can't stand those rapper podcasts where the rapper is high and just mumbles words. Yeah, those are tough to watch. Hey, but if you can't stand those ones, I'm going to give No Jumper a shout out. If you guys, I don't know how old you guys are, but if anyone's familiar with like Bam Margera and the show Viva La Bam, Adam just did an interview with one of his homies who is like the meth addict on the show. And he's like sober now and shit, but it was a really good interview. I'm gonna tell you. Oh, Brandon Novak. If you guys want to watch the Adam 22 Brandon Novak interview, it's like a dude who got completely sober. And I'm gonna tell you this: Brandon Novak talks about he got to the worst point in his life when he was on fucking basically Skid Row, letting dudes suck him off for $50. Brandon Novak open as fuck about it. So if you want to watch that interview, I'll recommend that one. But right now too, I'm watching the Logan Paul, Ashton Hall interview, and it's pretty good. Ashton Hall talking about his come up and stuff, how he started off with ASMR videos, slowly introduced his voice and stuff like that. So he explains how he built his following. But he did ASMR because if he spoke English, he wouldn't reach like all the foreign countries. So he reached all the foreign countries with ASMR morning routine videos. Once he reached them all, then he started speaking English. Low-key genius. We need Blueface at CJI 3. That would be crazy. No, we need Blueface at like a Zuffa boxing event. That would be crazy, huh? Blueface might be the only person to sign one of Dana's fucking horrendous contracts. And they're eating those bologna and Hep C sandwiches. Gosh dang, Tom Berry. Is that how it be in there? I don't know. I probably just live off of like ramen and shit like that if I'm being real. I do that anyway. I do that outside of fucking prison. Blueface versus 4 extras. Yeah, but 4 extras got 4 less fingers now. That's the problem. 4 extra got 4 less fingers, so I don't think he's running the fade anymore. And that, dude, imagine Blueface versus Aaron the Plumber, and then 4 extra versus SD on the same card. We're talking business. We are talking business. Since we're just having fun, boys, we're having fun. Let me pull up something. I'm going to give you guys context on the whole Jade and Alexis thing. Just some of the Blueface videos because they're funny. Okay. Let me see. We gotta watch this one. Hood Trophy Bino trolls his ex Krishan Rock for kissing Blueface after sucking his toes. Oh, so they broke up. Yeah, so get this.
This little piggy, well, you guys know where that one been. This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy, well, you guys know where that one been.
That's a evil ass laugh.
I think I should just walk away or walk up out of this one.
You guys see it? I know you see it. And he's reacting to her doing this to Blueface.
Just came back from Venus, just came back from Mars.
But to be honest with you guys, I'm over this shit already. It's too like toxic for me. So sorry for bothering you with it. I already regret even bringing it up. I don't regret reading it, but I regret pulling up the videos. We don't care about it. Dylan shouting out Boondocks. Boondocks a fire ass show. I'm just pulling up the chat. Fuck it, Blueface versus Death Sentence. Damn, Blueface beating Death Sentence's ass is crazy. Blueface versus SD. Who needs to watch the Boondocks when we have real life to look at? I know. Boondocks was good when there was no social media. Now we got all the hood, you know, clapping back. It's too good. Wing C versus Crit Mac. Dude, Wing C would fuck up some gangsters for sure, though. I know Wing C. You involved in baby mama drama, Castro? Be honest, bro. Nah, I'm not. I don't got no baby mamas. I don't got no baby mama. But you know, Dylan, let me keep it a buck with you since you asked. No man should get themselves in baby mama drama. Let me put it like that. You know, if you want to like be productive in life and not be fucking depressed, lock in with a good woman. That's what I gotta say. Lock in with a good woman. Don't be having no baby mama drama. You know, value the one who fucks with you for you. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of, you know, there's so much that goes into the shit. Money, how they treat you, unfaithfulness, all these things. But at the end of the day, how do I say this? Don't overlook the good ones. You feel me? That's what I'm really trying to say. Don't overlook the good ones, or else you're just going to end up fucking with 5 baby mamas. Like, lock in with the good one. Like Max Holloway style. You know? Even if you're not religious, I think it's still wise to not screw with women until marriage. Dylan, this actually brought up I remember what you said earlier, Dylan, like a few streams ago, when you said that you're not going after chicks right now because you're working on yourself. And that's good, bro. That's good. That's a good thing. Because the problem is, like how I'm kind of explaining it, you might come across a good one, right? And she gonna be like, oh, but you don't got the money yet. So you wasted your time. You know, she's not ready for you because you don't got money yet. So I feel you. Get to the money first, and then fuck with the ladies. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to be at that money yet. You're going to find one you like, and she's going to leave you for the better dude, bro. That's the fucking problem. There's a saying out there, too. You guys ready for the saying? You could kiss her. You could hug her. You could tell her that you love her, but that bitch ain't yo bitch, all right? Remember that. And that's why I'm saying, if you find a good one, you gotta lock in. Because 90% of the women out there, they ain't yo bitch, bro. They ain't yo motherfucking bitch. I'm telling you. The toe thing I could have lived without seeing. I know, I'm sorry. I told you I regretted it. I told you I regretted it. The last thing I'm gonna say about the chicks topic is you know, chicks are chill and everything like that, and they're good and all that stuff. But if you're a dude who's trying to like get shit done in life, sometimes fucking too much is low frequency. You know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Same. It's funny though. Yeah, it should be funny. I'm not sure what exactly is funny, but I think baby mama drama is funny. I like to laugh at it from afar. But yeah, there's not much else going on here, boys, so you're going to have to drop some questions if you want me to stay on. Oh, the toast thing. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Love gotta come fall on my lap for real. Yeah, Soda Pop, I feel you. You gotta, just be picky, bro. Don't be settling, you know? Don't be settling. Just keep moving on until you find the right one. That's what I would say. If a girl does something that you don't fuck with, just move on, bro. There will be someone out there who fucks with you for you. Baby mama drama is fascinating, to be honest. I honestly love to hear about it. I love to hear about it. JP Bias could learn a thing or two from Castro. Yeah, he probably could, bro. JP Bias simped hard over his girl. He simped too hard over his girl, bro. And she went and fucked the coach. She went and fucked the coach. I ain't even going to say her name because I don't even know how true that is, but that's what the word on the street is. And that's why I said, I'm going to say it again, Dylan. Dylan, never forget it, okay? That's why I said, you could kiss her. You could hug her. You could tell her that you love her. But that bitch ain't yo bitch, all right? It is what it is. The sooner you can accept that, the better. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to also get across to you guys is that's 90%. If you find that small 10% where that bitch is your bitch, keep her. That's what I'm trying to tell you boys right now. Well, if that one person who fucks with me is Virna Jandiroba. Hey, you guys ever watch Naruto by chance? If anybody watched Naruto, there's a scene in Naruto, in the beginning episodes. I think the girl, you know, you got Naruto, right? And then you got that girl, I forget her name, but then you got Sasuke. And so Naruto likes that girl, right? But then that girl doesn't like Naruto, she likes Sasuke. So to what Soda Pop's saying, the one who wants you, a lot of times you don't want that one, right? And then the one you want, they don't want you. Life is crazy, bro. Life is crazy. Life is fucking crazy. I heard it was Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze and what's her name? Something Vlismas. Cheyenne Vlismas. There was a time when fathers had to pay men a dowry for men to take their daughters off their hands because it's like having a 5-year-old. What year was that, bro? Let's see what Joe Pfeiffer's saying. See, everybody liking Aljo, and I don't know why, but if you see this, it goes, my dislike for Aljamain Sterling has gone from a solid 9 to a mild 6. Great development. If he submits some fighter I don't like, it might be the start of a great friendship. And then Guru says, Aljamain Sterling deserves the next UFC featherweight title shot because he's a proven former champion who's already established himself as an elite competitor across divisions after defending his bantamweight title 3 times against top-tier opponents like Peter Yan, TJ, and Henry. Sterling moved up to featherweight and immediately made an impact with a dominant win over Calvin Kattar. A clear statement that he belongs among the best at 145, with no obvious number one contender and many top featherweights having already received multiple title opportunities. Sterling offers a fresh yet credible challenge backed by championship experience. His elite grappling and pressure-based style present a fascinating stylistic test for the current champion, while his pursuit of becoming a 2-division title holder adds major promotional and legacy value. In every sense, merit, momentum, and marketability, Sterling has earned the next shot at the featherweight crown. Oh my god, I don't understand this shit. I really don't even understand this shit. Sterling goes, what the actual fuck? Yeah, I don't fucking get it, bro. I don't fucking get it. Bro went on ChatGPT. I felt that too. I felt that too, Soda Pop. Please interview Christian Soda. He's the future of the sport we love so much called MMA. Love ya, Soda. Okay, who's Christian Soda? I feel like there are cases where a girl and a man like each other, but both are too scared to pull the trigger. Dylan, at the end of the day, what I would tell you, bro, it's better to pull the trigger than to live with regret. You feel me? It's better to pull the trigger than to live with regret. Here's James Barrett. Here's James Barrett again. What are you talking about? So Tom isn't tough. How many MMA fights have you been in? James, I want to know how many MMA fights you've been in, bro. How many? You do jiu-jitsu, bro. Don't be fucking acting like you step in the cage, James. AI asked response. Bro went on. Oh, yeah. thinking about it, SD, Dumas would be a superstar if he changed gyms and laid off the Boondocks crap. He kind of would be. He kind of would be. And if he was a little bit better, if we're just keeping it a buck, if he was a little bit better. He had potential. He still does, but he got to really lock in. He got to really lock in. You have no idea what you talk about. James, I got plenty of an idea what I talk about, and you only come into the chat and hate. That's what you do, James. You only come into the chat and hate. I've been seeing it. You know, I was okay with it for a little bit. But it gets to a point, James. James, it gets to a point, brother. You're over here fucking big up in MMA homies on the fucking Perry Punch show. Like, you got no love at all, bro. You got no love at all. I've done BJJ for over 20 years. James, this is what I really want to know, though. I've been thinking about this. Are you one of those? Are you one of those guys who got your black belt from time, or what? Are you one of those black belts who got it by time, or what, James? 20 years? How long you been a black belt? I'm just curious. James. How long you been a black belt? And don't embellish either. You be fucking always asking me questions. Let me return the favor. Fine, ban me. No, it's all good. I enjoy it. Radio silence from James. James been a black belt for, or no, James been doing jiu-jitsu for 20 years, been a black belt for 5. James been doing jiu-jitsu for 20 years, been a black belt 5. He thinks he nice. He thinks he nice with it. James is secretly Derek Moneyberg. No, I competed a lot. Got my black belt from Comparito in 2017. So, 2017? So you've been a black belt for 8 years. I was pretty much right about you. James. It took you 12 years to get the black belt. Won Master Worlds and got a second at Pan Am as an adult. So what age bracket was it? That's what I want to know now. What age bracket you in at? But come on. We don't want to just have James dominating the chat with his narcissism. All this guy does is come in here and try to brag about how he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and nobody really cares. So please, drop more chats. Drop more chats, boys. And Master Worlds at black belt, James, or what? Honestly, better than most BJJ guys. Not a superstar, but better than most. I am the next James Barrett. Soda Pop, you're the Twitter version of James Barrett. He competed in men's atom weight.
But boys in the back. But boys. What is
the hell's going on here? My bad. How the fuck did that happen? Nah, shout out to James. It's all good. James just needs a little taste of his own fucking medicine every once in a while, and I have yet to give it to him until now. But yeah, boys. Shout out to the boys. I know. My bad, Soda Pop. YouTube started auto playing for some reason. How about this one? Yuri Prohaska doesn't diet, just cuts weight with his mind.
I'm not keeping any diet before the weigh-in, and my body just naturally from 100 kilos to the 93 in a 5 week naturally.
Whoa.
That's how I'm doing the weight. Nothing. I just.
You tell me that Yuri Prohaska can sit here and think like I need to be 93 kilograms and boom, you're going to be there.
I feel my body like, man, in the next week I have the weight in. I need to a little bit down. And I don't know how, in a weigh-in, I'm there.
Now, are you using sauna? Are you eating better, or do you stay the same, consistent? Like, do you do that, or are you just like, nope, I'm gonna eat this and this, and I'm just gonna train normally. I'll think about it, and naturally my weight's gonna go down.
That's it.
Game over. Game over. Yuri beat the fucking game. Everybody go home. All right, everybody fucking go home. Yuri beat the game. I see James. I wanted to respond to something. Oh, why are you asking Castro about MMA fights when you only competed in jiu-jitsu? James goes, this is an MMA show with an expert over here. See, this is the funny thing, James. This is where you start moving your little goalpost that you got. So move it back, because at the end of the day, I never claim to be an MMA expert. I never even claim to really break down, you know, fighters' techniques and all this shit. Like, none of that. At the end of the day, I'm a journalist and I cover the sport. And the same way Ariel Helwani doesn't train, I mean, I got more training than Ariel Helwani. Wrestling in high school, like 2.5 years of jiu-jitsu probably, I don't know. I didn't fucking count. But I'm a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, like, the fuck you want from me, bro? But yeah, I never claimed that I'm a fucking fight expert. Like, shove that shit up your ass, James. You be spreading fake news with that. Go into Ariel's comments too. The same way I do my show, like, I don't get what the difference is between my show and then going on Ariel's show and not saying that. Like, if you're gonna get at me for that, go at Ariel for that. But again, I never claimed to be an expert. Look at the card on Saturday. Every fight on the card is a banger. Thoughts on weight cutting? Thoughts on weight cutting, Dylan? I think that the UFC. Well, you want my expert opinion? Dylan, you want my expert opinion, brother? Should I give you my expert fucking fight analysis opinion on weight cutting, since James is a little bit incompetent? Let me give you my expert fight analysis on weight cutting. I think weight cutting, the UFC likes to have good knockouts. They force these guys to cut a lot of weight. It increases the knockouts. That's why there's not a lot of weight classes too, like boxing. Because the more they got to cut, the more compromised their brain is. Obviously, the brain's got a lot of water in it. You're cutting water. So the brain gets compromised. That's why Pereira got knocked out by Israel Adesanya. Right? So weight cutting, it's a part of the sport, but personally, I would like to see like a 160-pound division, and then a 170, right? And then move 55 down to like 150. Because a lot of the guys that fight at 55 would rather fight at 60. You know? So I would say, yeah, go 150, 160, 170. You could even keep 45. Fuck it. Okay, let me look at the card on Saturday. Yeah, I did check this out a little bit, actually. Okay, so starting from the bottom, we got Jackson McVeigh versus Zach Reese. So, I fuck with it. This is like a completely... Oh, no, Jackson McVeigh had what? Yeah, Jackson had Dante pull out and Valentin... Or not, sorry, Dante didn't pull out, but it was kind of announced and Dante couldn't pass medicals because he just fought last Saturday. He's the guy who beat SD. And then Valentin pulled out with the back injury. So Jackson McVeigh on his third opponent, Zach Reese. They just be like, between Jackson McVeigh, Zach Reese, Dante Johnson, and SD Dumas, they're like literally rotating these four guys to fight each other. Miles Johns, Daniel Marcos. Daniel Marcos, I like this guy a lot. Max Jimenez versus Josh Hockett. Good shit. Yo, boys, give me 1 second. I just gotta answer a phone call real quick. Give me like 2 minutes. Give me like 2 minutes. I didn't realize it's already fucking 9:30. Damn, I had a 12 missed calls from James. Literally, James doesn't like when I clap back at him. Where James at? 12 missed calls from James is gold. Bro, I left my fucking window open, so my neighbors have just been hearing me ranting. But good thing I wasn't talking shit on my Mexican neighbor with the labubu. Good thing I wasn't talking shit. All right, let's see here. Okay, back to these. Josh Hockett, Max Jimenez. Let's go Hockett. You know, Soda Pop, I watched Hockett fight at Bellator San Diego last year. He pretty good. Got a good personality to him. Ricky Simone, Ione Barcelos. I like it. Another good one. I actually previewed this last night. But Jamal Emmers versus Hyder, it's good shit. I'm not going to break down these fights, but I like these matchups. We did go over this last night, so anyone who was in here, sorry, it's a little bit redundant. But yeah, like Matt Schnell versus Bopo, Joseph Morales, the tough winner, Solikov versus Medic, Bonfim brothers are both fighting. But yeah, this is a good one. Tulio versus Duncan is a really good one. And then, of course, Bonfim versus Brown. Randy is the underdog going into this one. Kind of crazy. We shall see. Randy's biggest issue is crossing over on these big opportunities, you know. They've put Randy up on these spots before, and he doesn't really deliver, if we're just being real. So this is his time to really, you know, cross over. I've only known a few guys since before UFC/Contender Series. Wellmaker is one of them. I was super high on him. Saw him in Jorge's promotion. Got you, Soda Pop. You know, I used to pay attention to a lot more guys who were like not in, like pre-UFC. But I've been slacking on it. I haven't been seeing a lot of new guys outside the UFC where I'm like, oh, they should sign this guy. There's one guy, though, if you guys want to look him up. His name is Anthony Orozco. He's a welterweight. He fights for Cage Warriors. He's pretty good. Not on any UFC radar right now. But if you remember that guy who fought on Contender Series against, he lost twice. Who's the dude who lost on Contender Series to the Asian dude who like played the drums on his head? Can someone comment that? The Asian dude who got signed off Contender Series, who knocked out that dude doing drummer punches on his head. The same dude who got knocked out recently, who was punching like this backstage. Can someone tell me his name? Anyone? Patty Pimblett co-signs him. Ezra Elliott, really good. He's an MMA Lab guy. Yeah. O'Malley's teammate. Shout out everybody, bro. 16 likes on the night. Everybody's still tapped into the stream. We're just chopping it up. All the bullshit we discussed, you know? We discussed all the news. Well, actually, there's more news, but it's just more fun to chop it up, to be honest. Yeah. Blair. Blair's teammate is actually the better guy from that gym. His name is Anthony Orozco. He's the real one. So I've been seeing Blair come up a lot, right, on Contender Series, and I find that ironic because Anthony is actually the prime fighter out of that gym. So how is it that Blair gets 2 fights on Contender Series and Anthony ain't even got 1 yet? Keep an eye out for Anthony Orozco. He fights out of San Diego. We gave Blair a slogan before he got slept, remember? I think I remember, but what was the slogan, Soda Pop? What was the slogan? I forget it. Hold on, I got one for you guys. You guys see how Peyton Talbot sent, what's his name, his nuts? Peyton Talbot sent Aiden Ross his nuts, bro. My bad.
though, right?
Yeah, the nigga that's fighting.
Hey, you know who Peyton Talbot is, though, right?
Yeah, the nigga that's fighting.
I got it.
Frank
Nah, I ain't
Ocean
gonna lie.
boyfriend.
Never mind. We're not gonna talk about
What do you do?
I'll tell you off stream.
He did some crazy shit?
Yes, on God, yes. I'll tell you off stream.
To Frank Ocean?
To me. It was like the weirdest thing ever. I might as well say it now, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck he do to you?
Okay.
He try to smash you?
I asked Payne Talbot to come on stream and he sent me like his balls. I swear to God. He said like stream these nuts. I swear to God.
Oh God.
I swear on my life. I would like to do a stream with him, that's why.
Wait, actually, you seen his two big ball sets?
It was hairy, yeah.
Was Frank Ocean lips on him?
No.
Alright, well then I don't know what the fuck he did that
But
for.
like, I like Payne as a fighter, but like, is that like...
I mean, that nigga...
Like, do you think he hates me? I don't think he wants to do the stream, but... No, listen, I was like, here, hold on, I'm gonna get him a bed and send you one too. Like, bet on Saturday.
Go come on stream and fuck your ass.
Hey, you know who Peyton Talbot is?
Damn, Peyton. He's never beating those zesty allegations, like, ever. Never, ever. Whiplash. I'm gonna watch Whiplash. Soda Pop. I'm gonna watch Whiplash. I'm gonna watch it. Okay, I got one other thing to show you guys. Let's just watch the Blueface, or let's just watch fuck it. It's not even worth it. It's not worth it. I was gonna say let's watch Aaron the Plumber calling out Blueface, but no, it's not worth it. Whiplash, yes sir, Soda Pop. 2 hours 21 minutes. I've been streaming. Damn, it's been a long stream. Okay, I think we're pretty much solid, boys. Damn, that shit flew by though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It does not feel like it's been 2.5 hours. But nah, yeah, 30 days streaming. It just concluded. Okay. Still thinking about going live tomorrow. I think I will, man. I just don't want to make any promises because it's been heavy. Like, this shit's been like, you know, I gotta just make sure I can do this every single day. So I'm not promising I'll be back on tomorrow. Maybe I'll take a little break, but maybe not. Maybe I'll be on here tomorrow. But the streams are gonna keep on coming. All right, streams are gonna keep on coming. So, what a buyer seller. You got a good stream to watch, bro. You got a good stream to watch. I was talking about quitting smoking weed and all that stuff. I haven't smoked weed all day, buyer seller. All the boys were congratulating me, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, boys. It's gonna be tough when I get off here to not smoke weed, but I'm gonna try my best. And I appreciate all the love, boys, for sure. Blueface versus Paul. Bro, Jake Paul is killing Blueface. Jake Paul would kill Andrew Tate, too, for the record. Okay, shout out to everybody. I appreciate it. Once again, I just wanted to genuinely say thank you for tuning in for the 30 days of streaming. I really do appreciate it, genuinely. And yeah, I'll see you guys, if not tomorrow, fucking like definitely Saturday, but maybe tomorrow. I quit from time to time as well. Yeah, see, buyer seller, I never fucking quit. I've been going since I was like 16 years old, bro. Maybe even 15, bro. I've been going for a long time. I remember like my sophomore year in high school to junior year. This is what it was. I was smoking when I was a sophomore, so I was like 15. Because I was like 17 when I graduated. So I was smoking a lot when I was a sophomore. And then I was like always back and forth. Like I could do it, I could not do it, it didn't matter. But then that summer, when I was becoming a junior in high school, I remember I smoked every single day of the summer. Like every day. And that's when I became addicted, bro. When I smoked every day like that. Yeah, I became addicted after that. But before that, and it was funny because I consciously wanted to see, I was like, I wish I could smoke every day of the summer, and I did that shit. But then I got heavily addicted. So it is what it is. That's life. You live and you learn. All right, boys. I appreciate you all. If you can get it up to 20 likes, that would be amazing. But I'm happy with the 17 anyway. Shout out to everybody. Thank you once again, and I will see you soon. I grow weed every year, by the way. Cali, I just weighed out a pound literally right now. Damn, buyer seller. Wait, real quick before I leave, like, I could buy some of that or no? Just kidding. Let me get out of here, bro. You're getting me going, buyer seller. I just forgot that I quit for a second. So, good for you, buyer seller. I'm not interested in buying any, but good for you. After the first week, you'll be good. That's how it is. I've quit before, for like a month before, and After the first week, it's like no different. But that first week is fucking hard, bro. And I'm on the first day. Bro, about to watch Peak. What's Peak? GG. Wait, what's Peak? Soda Pop? Soda Pop. Let's say I don't like the Whiplash movie. You got a second best you got for me? If you do, drop it real quick, Soda Pop. I'll give you a couple minutes. Unless you dipped out already. Plan B if Whiplash doesn't work. You're going to tell me La La Land, though. I know you're going to tell me La La Land. Like, Whiplash is peak. Okay. Peak entertainment. Okay, okay. Let me go watch Whiplash. All right, boys. Peace out. I'll see you later.